Yeah. Why don't you state your name for him, man? Tell him who you are.
They call me Tuffy Tuff, better known as Cutty Tuff.
Yeah.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pistols Banger. My hood is Homewood, the
No doubt.
first Crip set on the East Coast, recognized by the Crips in East Los Angeles.
No doubt.
You know, and I don't set trip, I don't gang bang, but I rep the hood.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an OG, and the cats that started the Crip in here, those are my young bucks. And you know, here we are, you know, like 20, 15 years plus later, and you know, Pittsburgh Pistols Bang is off the chain right now.
No doubt. Now this dude's like a rap legend in Pittsburgh, like period. Like there's a couple dudes, other dudes in Pittsburgh. It's like about 5 or 6 niggas that I can name offhand that's Pittsburgh legends, like dudes that made noise back in the day when the music scene first started in Pittsburgh. He's one of them, Tuffy Tuff. And he got a song that's a banger forever. It's called Ghetto Sound Check, and we're going to get into a little bit of that. But I'm just going to elaborate on and let you tell him about the beginning. He going to tell y'all about the beginning when this Pittsburgh movement started with back in the day, the people that was putting it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. The first original people that really put it down was myself, the Mailman, Love Letter. Then you had your boys from Hilltop, E. Newsome. I mean, this man cats. You got F3, you got B Porter. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But the first forefathers that was really doing it was myself, Mailman, Sam Steve, Black Caesar was banging too, and I can't forget the late Mel Plout. Rest in peace. And then there's the late MCEC, and I did shows with Mark C Productions, Sly Job. You know, I started out breakdancing first.
Yeah.
I started DJing. Then while I was DJing, then I got into the rap scene, start writing raps, you know, to my beats. And when people start feeling my beats and my rhymes, you know, then I started to like take it more serious. So I say like about like 1991. That's when Crippin' came to Pittsburgh. Was brought here by Ray Childress, who was out in LA. He was in the Navy. And then I don't know if he got a dishonorable discharge or however that happened, but he started hooking up with the Crips out there in LA. And that's what made Homewood certified official. And he came here and brought it to Homewood. And Crippin basically changed the whole scene of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And during that time, when Crippin came to Homewood, I dropped Ghetto Sound Check. When I wrote Ghetto Sound Check, it more or less was like, I felt it was inspired by God. Like, you know, I made the beat in a couple minutes, and when I started writing, I just was flowed with it. You know, and I lived in Jamaica for like 3 months. I chilled on the Crescent. You know, I chilled on Matches Lane. You know, those of you who are yachties, you know these spots. You know, I used to go to King's Town and drink my Cersei tea and reason with the dreads and all of that.
Yeah.
So, long before I got into the reggae music, I was already making gangster lyrics long before Dre and NWA came out. You know, that was my forte, rap, gangster music, that was me. But then I kind of flipped it and added the reggae, you know, touch, you know, to my music. So when I dropped Ghetto Sound Check, you know, it took the city by storm because it was new. And then everyone was like, yo, how is this dude from the hood doing this Jamaican shit like this? You know, he's not just faking it, like he's really doing it. So I want to tell everybody out there right now, I'm not just faking. I'm not Jamaican, but I love reggae music as well as the gangster music. And also, too, let me show y'all something real quick. Okay, this is Billboard magazine. All right, check this out. This came out May 8th, 1993. That's me right there. And this is the write-up that they had on me.
Let me see.
And the write-up was basically saying, you know, here's this guy who doesn't have any major label affiliation. He put his own music out, and the whole city of Pittsburgh embraced it. They just like made it their anthem. Not only did Pittsburghers make Ghetto Sound Check their anthem, other states and cities made it their anthem too. And everyone thinks, like in Atlanta, for example, the native Atlanteans, they think Ghetto Sound Check is their song. People in Vegas, they think it's their song. So, it's definitely a song for everybody, for the world, And I did some stuff with Antonio Brown on BET Man Sports when that was cracking. They had Ghetto Soundcheck playing in the background. So I did a lot of behind the scenes things, but Ghetto Soundcheck is like my hit.
No doubt.
That I can say like
it will last forever.
Yeah.
It's a song that can last forever, and your kids can listen to it. And it's just the beat and how you spin the ring. It's a classic, man.
No doubt.
It's a Pittsburgh classic. Like I'm even like it's crazy with me standing here with him because these is dudes I listened to when I was. He's one of the dudes I heard when I was a kid, and now I'm grown. It's like a pleasure to even be with him. He's still living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's still here, and if you take a look at his neighborhood and it's rough, for real.
Yeah.
If he elaborate on his neighborhood, he'll go on for 20 years. If he talk about Homewood, and because he's been there since the beginning, and he's older, so he's seen the whole shit from the beginning to how it is now.
I seen like the generation changes. Like in my era when I was coming up, it was mainly like the breaking and the hip hop and battle rapping. Then it changed from that to the crippin' scene, the gang scene, and then once that came out,
go ahead, go.
Yeah, and and then like when crippin' hit Homewood, like I said, it changed the whole face of Pittsburgh, and I've seen the generation changes. But me, I was an OG long before crippin' even came here. Like the young bucks that was putting in work, they was looking up to me, and they're the ones that dubbed me Cutty Tuff. It went from Tuffy Tuff to, man, you ain't Tuffy Tuff, you Cutty Tuff to us.
No doubt.
So now it's like Tuffy Tuff, aka Cutty Tuff.
How many dead homies you think y'all got from Homewood, man? If you just like said
off top,
like
man,
about 300.
Way more than that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I just gave it an estimate.
I did a Ghetto Soundcheck video. And
I just gave it an estimate. I just said 300.
Let me put it to you like this. Already, this is what, May? Okay. Last year there was over 62 murders in the whole city of Pittsburgh. All the murders were black people. There's only like about maybe 4 or 5 that weren't black. Already this year we're getting ready to surpass the murder rate overall in Pittsburgh. Now here in Homewood, over the decades, I would say roughly well over 600-700 people, man.
Dead.
And that's not counting the natives of Homewood. There's people who have been in Homewood who aren't from Homewood that have been murdered.
Yeah.
And it's what it is. Pittsburgh pistols banging.
Pistols banging.
Yeah,
doubt.
I got a new CD coming out titled Pittsburgh Pistols Banging. What it is introducing the world to what Pittsburgh is about right now.
Now, when's that CD dropping?
It should be dropping within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
But people can go to poetinternational.com and check out my website. You can download Ghetto Soundcheck, and you can also sample some of my new music, because we'll be uploading videos and new music online too. So if you don't cop the CD, you can at least go to the website and download the tracks that you want. And they're only like $1.50 a track. And right now, website's getting a lot of hits, and Ghetto Soundcheck is like the #1 downloaded song right now.
No doubt. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Real rap from a real vet. You know what I'm saying? This dude, you know what I'm saying, been here since the beginning. Like I said, he's still here. Tuffy Tuff, man. And just elaborate on more a little bit, like how you feel like from Homewood, how it used to, you know, how it was before when it was a whole bunch of unity, and how it is now with like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, young sets in your neighborhood beefing with each other. So I know that effect, and you look at that too, like damn, you know what I'm saying, it's a change, because y'all started the whole gangbanging shit in Pittsburgh, the east side. Then Garfield came, and you know what I'm saying, all y'all Larmers started with the law shit, and then that shit spread, you know what I'm saying? That shit came to my side, to the north side, and motherfuckers just made their own shit. But at the same point, the shit started right here in Homewood with the whole gang shit. And it's like Homewood was like the original, they had a set on every street. And it's like now, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that beef with each other, and he's from the beginning, and you know what I'm saying, I know it like kind of, you know, affect people. Like I know old heads look at it like, damn, my little young niggas in my hood is killing each other and shit. So just like, you know what I'm saying, tell them how you feel about that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you know, first and foremost, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, one man can't, you know, save the world or change the world. It is what it is. Like I said, Pittsburgh pistols banging, but it all started from here in Homewood. And I just want to elaborate on one or two things real quick before I go into how I feel about what's going on. I was in New York at Quad Studios recording, and there was some New Yorkers there in the chick. And you know, they see me with my blue shit on and my Homewood dip, and they like, where you from? You from Jersey? You from here? You from here? I said, nah, man, I'm from Homewood in Pittsburgh. You know, the original Crip set, you know, on the East Coast. So then we get into an argument. Cause then they like, oh man, y'all ain't been putting in work all that long. You know, New Yorkers been doing this and doing that. I said, hold up, let me tell y'all something. We got 15 plus years on y'all. When cats was putting in work, y'all was coming down here calling us slow. You know, babe, but now y'all just now catching up with the Bloods and the Crips in New York. We didn't surpass it and took the whole gang thing to another level, because see, now you got Crips that's undercover. You got dudes that wear suit and tie and be doing big things, but they still got their blue rag in their pocket, or they got some type of something to symbolic what they really represent, where their heart is. Now me, I ain't never gang bang. I'm hood. Not just Homewood, I'm Pittsburgh. You know, I go to North Side, to the Hill. I got homies everywhere, and I go everywhere, and everybody know me, and I don't set trip. But I do let it be known that, you know, my mentality's Homewood. You know, I'm cool. We can kick it, but if you turn it on, it's hard for me to turn it off. Because once it's on, it's on.
It's smacking.
But
period.
I'm not the type of dude that be going out looking for trouble or nothing like that. I just want to kick it and just represent, you know, my neighborhood. But right now, where I'm at, like how I feel about it is, you know, the common denominator between all the hoods is money. And like I would like to see some of the violence cease. And the only way it's going to cease is that if we have economic equality, and the common denominator is music. You go to every hood got some hot cats that's doing hot things, making hot music, like the Hill Boys. You know, you got the government, you know what I'm saying? You got Greedy Records. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But once cats really start opening up the industry and people start recognizing Pittsburgh and cats is making big money, that's going to curtail a lot of the gangbanging. Because see, now what's going to happen is cat going to be like, man, I ain't got time to be fooling with this sucker shit right here. I'm going to go on tour. I'm going to go to Brazil. I'm going to go do this. And we on some big money. Now, rather than you hate on me, come and get some of this big money. And once everybody's making millions of dollars or thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, mugs ain't going to be beefing like that.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know, and then like when you look at it even further, you know, once people's making money, you know what I'm saying, then everyone's on the attitude of, man, look here, we getting this money. Just like, for example, when the Steel City was the steel mecca of the world, when we was making all the steel for everybody. Our parents and grandparents had jobs. Everybody was cool. But once they shut down the steel mill,
fucked up the black community.
Then that's when the black community started dealing drugs even more heavy. And yeah, I pioneered crack too. I'm a street nigga first and foremost. I pioneered crack before crack was even really crack. And as time went on, then the cripping came and then just fucked everything up. So and then a lot of these young boys is out here putting in work. They don't know about the OGs who laid the foundation for cripping. They don't even know these cats. And then they tripping on this dude like, oh, who's you? And where you from? And then as soon as you say your name, they be like, oh, you so-and-so. Oh, my bad. So, you know, what I'm saying, what I want to say to everybody in the burg is like, you know, right now, it is what it is. And the only way I can see it subsiding is, you know, everybody get economic equality and, you know, do this music thing or whatever gift that you got, elaborate on it and do your thing, man, and represent the burg first and foremost and let the world know what it's about here, because a lot of cats out there think we lame, they think we this, but then some people do know that, man, y'all Pittsburgh cats, y'all putting in work, like y'all niggas is about it, you know, but we don't want to just be known for just being about it and all that. We want to be known for the music. We want to be known for, you know, we some cool motherfuckers. Anywhere we go, you say you from Pittsburgh, and once they get to know you, mugs like
they love you. They love us, man. I'm telling you, they love me anywhere I go.
Yeah, that's
from
what I'm
overseas.
saying.
I done lived overseas. They love Pittsburgh niggas,
love them, man. So you know, we got a good thing going on, but it's unfortunate that the negative is more so on the forefront than a lot of the positive things, you know, in the back burner. So I just like to see us, you know, quit all the shooting. Just like just a couple days ago, I think it was 3-month-old baby just got shot in Wilkinsburg, got shot in the leg and the arm because somebody from Homewood and some Wilkinsburg cats are shooting by a playground. They shooting at each other. Homewood cat gets capped in the back or whatever. They found him on Rosedale. I don't know if he's dead or not. And then, you know, then the little baby got shot. Fortunate
Crazy,
enough,
man.
the baby didn't die. The baby will be fine. But it's just that, you know, all this black on black crime that we going through over sets and crack and drugs and pussy and money, it ain't worth it, y'all. It really ain't worth it, you know. I want to see motherfuckers get money with this music.
No
You know,
doubt.
promote our own concerts, or like your DVD that you're doing. You know, we need to be represented in every aspect as possible, but we definitely got to stop killing each other, man.
No doubt. No doubt. And then
So,
any last words, man, you want to let them know just about Tuffy Tuff and just anything you just want to tell the world, man, just let them know, you know what I'm saying, before we sign off, man.
hey, I just want to let everybody know, don't get it fucked up. You know, I'm not just faking, I ain't Jamaican.
No
I can
doubt.
do the reggae thing. I've hung with the best of the best reggae motherfuckers. I done lived in Jamaica, Dung of the Crescent. I've been on Matches Lane, you know what I mean? I've been in Clarendon. I've been everywhere in Jamaica, man. Even in Queens, New York, I got homies up there. So the Jamaican community, they embrace me as well. Now, to everybody that know me, before I was doing reggae music, y'all know my forte is hip-hop or the gangster music or whatever you call it. I can rap, I can do it all. And I'm just saying, you know, to all my fans out there, you know, keep me in your heart. You know, check out the website, poetinternational.com. If I'm in your town doing a show, if I'm just passing through, Pittsburghers come out and represent because it's all for y'all, man, no doubt.
No doubt. We out. Tuffy Tuff right here, man.